Okay, hi guys, this is Tuti Gogia. In case you are listening this voice for the very first time, you can go check out my social media handles. And this is season 3 of Stuti Speaks. And as I always say that I have a very special guest with me, but today it's really a very, very special guest. I have Harpreet ma'am with me. So how I know her, let me give a context. So I started seeing your ads, ma'am, on Instagram, and I was really interested in learning tarot at that time. So I bumped into your profile, I checked it, and that's how I enrolled for your first level course. And obviously I did the second level as well later. So while we were doing the course, the vibe that you gave and everything that came out as a part of, like, it was more inspiring story, though the tarot learning was a byproduct of it, and I would agree to that. But your story and the way you conducted and your vibe, they were really, really very nice. So I mean, जब मैंने कर उस time भी there was one of my seasons going on. I wanted you to be my guest, and I think I manifested it. So thank you for saying yes for the podcast. It's really my pleasure. So I'll hand it over to you. You can start with your intro a bit, and then we'll take the conversation from there.
First of all, thank you so much, Stuti. It is an honor again. I always feel happy when I see my students doing so well. So while you have invited me, I'm thankful to you for inviting me. So I would just start with a little bit of introduction, like you said. So as Stuti has told all of you, my name is Harpreet Kaur. I'm a tarot card reader and a coach for the last 10 years. And through this journey, I've empowered and helped 6,000 plus women become financially, mentally, and emotionally independent. So all of this started long time back. If I have to take you through my story, a little bit of my journey. So I have been married. I was married to an army officer, and somewhere in 2011, when we started having issues around his life, and there were a lot of things that I had to go through in the relationship, and finally we decided to part ways, which was not easy for me as I had a child with me. I was not financially independent. I had no support, because normally any family would say that stick to your husband. For me, it was a very, very big decision to decide otherwise with a child. So I still remember when I was going through my challenges, I had to, literally sell off my gold. I had to beg people for jobs. I was running around, looking out for some job that I can do. So I was trying my level best. So as an army officer, I was teaching in a lot of schools. So I was trying as a teacher, but in Delhi, teaching was not really helping me that time, because I remember they used to pay me like 12,000 and 15,000 a salary, and there was a lot of pressure. And clearly, जब इस journey में हम एक problematic situation से गुजर रहे होते हैं ना, people just kind of demean you a lot. So they try to pretend that they are doing a favor on you. And so I was going through a lot of struggles with all the schools that I was working. So I was trying something else. I mean, I one thing that I know that, there is always a capability in you. There's always something that you can do. So I was just figuring it out, what can I do? Of course, I could not do a full-time job because I cannot leave my child with somebody. I was all alone and I was struggling. So, I was just trying to figure out, and through the struggles, I used to go and meet a tarot card reader, and, I used to take my tarot card readings done from her, because every time we are in a lot of challenging situation, we like to go to somebody who can answer our questions. So I used to trouble her a lot. And I still remember, one day I was really cribbing with her, like, what do I do? I'm struggling financially. I have nothing in my hand. I have a child. I have a responsibility. And I'm really trying my level best. So she gave me this idea that why don't you learn tarot? And, back in 2013, tarot was not a huge thing, and not everybody was knowledgeable about it. And, for people like us, common people like us, it was like tarot means you got to be really spiritual and you need to have those psychic abilities, and maybe everybody is not, born with it. So I was quite shocked to hear that, how can I do this? Like, I was not very confident, but she told me that she gave me this confidence that, what she needs is that people should be honest and good at heart, and which she thought that I have. And she just told me that just do it. And, like any other person, I thought, okay, ये भी try करके देख लेते हैं, चलो देखते हैं कहाँ जाता है, And so I just thought of trying it. But I'm really thankful to her. I learned from her. And after that, there has been no looking back. I didn't know that tarot has so much of scope. I didn't know that people, come to you and you are there as a counselor, as a guide. And that's where I realized that how much could I help a lot of women. And I still remember as a reader, a lot of women used to come to me, and majorly they used to have these issues around marriage, abusive marriages, a lot of other problems, and they would just come to me and give it an excuse that, I can't leave my husband because I don't have a job, I don't have a family support, or I have children. And I remember I used to connect them through my story, and that
Yes.
would really help them to do it the right way. And
Hmm.
so this is what I impacted through my journey as a tarot coach also. So while I'm teaching women how to be a tarot card reader, I'm also kind of, working on changing their mindset. So every time I meet these women on Zoom, as I'm taking a lot of classes on Zoom, and I'm connecting with a lot of people around the world, I make sure that I change their mindset through my story, because
Right.
tarot is one part of it, but there's a major reason of me being here. And I
Hmm.
really want them to understand that they need to start valuing themselves. All these
Yes.
excuses are just not letting them free themselves and be on their own, and to enjoy their life.
Hmm. Hmm. Limited belief hai, because that's why, and they
Yes,
are not overcoming that. And
yes,
I have a question to it. Like I understood it later in my journey that things that happen with you is have a purpose, right? So now
yes,
when you look into retrospecting your journey, that happened because you have to inspire so many women that yeah, you
exactly.
need not stay in the marriages which don't work, right?
Yes,
And which are not making you happy. So I think that has
yes,
a bigger purpose about now.
you're
Now
right.
you are on your purpose, so you know that.
Yes.
So how was like I mean, how difficult was the transition, like from that person who was like obviously you feel like you're being a victim to this person who is free, living a very good life, luxury life, owning the all the I mean everything around. So how does that, how
Yeah.
was that transition that happened?
See, I always say that agar आसान रास्ता सही होता, so we would
Hmm.
have taken the easy way. And majorly people choose the easy way because it's not so difficult, it's not so challenging, but
Hmm.
it's not good. It's not the best for you. So
Hmm.
when you take a choice, when you make a choice, and especially as a woman in this community, when you say, I don't want to live with my husband, I want to divorce him, and especially when you have a child,
Hmm.
it's very challenging. So मैं यहाँ पे कोई भी ऐसा नहीं कहूंगी कि यार बहुत easy रहा. It's very easy to try have that transition. You have to go through your challenges, but I
Hmm.
think these challenges really make you a better person. And transformation only happen to those people who are willing to take these challenges. Those who do not can never transform to any other person, right? So I one thing that I know that I'm always looking back, and I'm feeling happy and blessed that I've been through those challenges, that now when I have everything in my life, I just look back and I smile and I say, those were the days, and now are the days when, I don't have to think. I mean,
Yes.
I like I told you, I had to sell all of my gold, and now, thank God, I'm buying gold for myself, because ultimately, I also have to see I have a son who is going to go to college next year, so I'm also like a Punjabi person,
Hmm.
like, I'm मेरे को अपनी बहू को भी देना है और बच्चों के लिए भी देखना है. So finally now I'm saving, I have all that I need in my life. So I think everything is important, क्योंकि अगर वो नहीं होता ना तो आज मैं ये enjoy नहीं कर रही होती. If life was that smooth ना, so शायद हम इन pleasures को enjoy ही नहीं कर पाते. So
Hmm.
only when you go through those challenges in life where you didn't have money, where you really going through a financial challenge, and then you finally have a life where you don't have to think before buying anything. Now I'm going to my international trips also. I've never been on an international trip. So last year I went for my first international trip. Now I'm again going to Bali this year. So it's
Hmm.
also exciting, and you only value and enjoy it because you've been through those challenges. If it was
Hmm.
so easy, probably I wasn't even enjoying it. So I think
Yes.
that transition is never easy for anybody, but you have to just stay there, have
Yes.
faith, keep going, keep trying, and God is watching you. God is
Hmm.
just testing you, that do you really deserve it? Do you really
Yeah.
deserve to take care of other people into your life? So I think now I can say that maybe God feels that, I deserve, and maybe he feels proud of me. Sometimes I feel that way when students come to me and say, mere Baba ne mujhe kaha, like a lot of people believe in Sai Baba. They got that message from Sai Baba or something that they talk about. And I feel connected to God. And I say that maybe God feels that, now I am ready. And I mean, he feels that I'm worth it, to take care of his children who are now my children. So I feel really blessed.
That's amazing. And I do feel, and I just want to highlight one, from having no car to owning a BMW, having nothing to being here, going to places and doing everything and doing so much. So people can go see your profile and can gaze like your aura, your vibe. That's completely different. And obviously, I do feel whatever you're saying, universe, may everything is energy exchange. So if you're
Yes.
putting that good heart, good effort, and making people like come into their power, obviously God is going to bless you with everything you
Yes. Very
deserve,
well.
for sure. So yeah, on we have like, that's about your journey. So now, like, how are you taking this forward as a coach, as a tarot reader? What are your plans in this journey going forward?
So honestly, however, I would say I've started late, but I never think that, age is the limit. I think I have a long way to go right now. So honestly, now I've been into this journey like from the last 2 to 3 years, and I've already helped so many women. So I think this will continue. One, I really want to help women, and more than that, I really want to help eventually to help them get a job also, like I'm also planning to start something like an astro talk or something, like where we can
Mm,
also help our students to work on our community or on our platform. And more than that, I have a lot of vision for the women, so I really want to help them from a lot of ways. I'm also thinking of writing a book very soon. I've also I'm also working on one of my biopic with one of the director. Again, all these reasons are connected with, I really want to reach the world, and I really want to inspire each and everybody here. And
mm,
like, there was always a dream that before I leave this world, people should know me and people should get inspired through my journey. And I'm
mm,
not saying that I'm the only one who can inspire. Actually, we all can inspire. But every woman out there has a story to inspire. But you should be ready to transform yourself and then to reach the world to inspire others, right? So I'm blessed that right now I'm ready to inspire. And I know that I can really impact and help a lot of women to come out of their shell, to realize that, they are also equally important, and they have to have the best of life, and they deserve it. They don't
mm,
have to compromise and adjust to the another level, yeah, for the public, for the people. And I never understand, what does people, mean to you? Like,
mm,
why do we always say कि लोग क्या कहेंगे? And I always say कि जो लोग आपके घर का राशन नहीं भर रहे हैं, बिल नहीं दे रहे हैं, what do you have to really do with them? कल जब आप मर रहे होगे या डिप्रेशन में होगे ना, कोई भी आपको पूछने नहीं आएगा, यही लोग आप पे हंसेंगे. तो ये लोग क्या कहेंगे doesn't really matter. Who matters is that maybe for you your child matters, for you people close to you matters, right? Nobody else should matter. And जब आप उन्हें स्ट्रगल करते देखते हो ना, तो वहां पिंच होता है. So
mm,
have a bigger goal in life.
mm.
That
And
is
these
the,
people will be behind you once you are like successful. They'll be
yeah,
the
yeah,
one taking you, okay,
they
yeah, you are
change like
good,
anything.
yeah. So because those are
Yeah,
like, yeah, once the contract ends, yeah, you are like, they are like your best friends coming back into your life sometimes. But yeah,
true,
but
true.
that, I mean, I really love the concept where you said that something like rock, maybe something which is more tarot based or numerology
Yeah,
based.
yeah.
But yeah, that's amazing. I mean, that can give job to so many people who are working,
Yes.
and they obviously that can help also people.
Yeah.
And I think the biopic, I would be waiting for that. If that comes in, I'll be really
Thank
happy
you.
to see you some on some OTT, Netflix or
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
I'm equally
So
excited. I'm sure you guys will also create your own biopic very soon. Yeah.
we'll,
Yeah.
we'll, we'll first follow you for whatever. So, B ke liye, I think, I mean, we have most of the parts covered of your journey, but then I would want to, like, overall being like from since your childhood till now, there would be 3 4 life lessons which you majorly learned, especially when you hit your rock bottom, right? Us time आपके mind में maybe something which you feel के I want to give this back as people as a takeaway कि ये मेरा बहुत बड़ा life lesson था. I want कि
Yeah.
आपको ये सफर ना करना पड़े. What would be that?
Yes. So my journey had been tough and challenging. My childhood also was not very, good in terms of, I had a very troubled childhood. My parents had a love marriage, and it was very troubled marriage. So I've been there. But one thing that throughout my childhood was good with me was that I lost that faith. I always knew that something better is coming. Yeah. So one thing that I've understood, that, life will throw challenges to you, but you should be ready to take it. For that, a few lessons that I learned through this journey, that how can you really take those challenges, is that, when you're in your good times, you have to make sure that, you're working on your financial independence. Because आप एक चीज देखो, अगर आप financially independent हो, कोई आपको नीचे नहीं गिरा सकता.
True. That's so true.
क्योंकि जब लाइफ में ऐसा कोई भी मोड़ आता है, like when Corona happened, right? A lot of people lost their husbands. They were dependent on them financially, mentally, emotionally, right? All from all point of views, right? So I think in this journey, it's good to have people around you. It's good to, love them. But somewhere we have to also be very, strong in terms of the mental, emotional, and financial journey, because you don't know what life has in store for you. Yeah. So a few things that I learned, that one, make sure that you're financially independent, you're emotionally, mentally strong, because you don't know tomorrow, can bring anything into your life, and you should be ready for it. And more than that, one thing that people learn from me, and they get really encouraged or inspired through my profile, is I love to live each day to the fullest. No matter what happens, I make sure I enjoy each day, because we keep thinking that, okay, kal karenge, बच्चे बड़े हो जाएंगे तो करेंगे, let's have some saving तो करेंगे, ऐसा हो जाएगा तो अच्छा हो जाएगा. But actually there's nothing that can define happiness. Don't wait for something to happen, because again, जो तुम इतनी सारी planning कर रहे हो, you never know कि tomorrow you might not have good health, you might not have the right partner, you might not be in the right position to do it. So today is what you have, right now is what you have. So just enjoy it to the fullest. And more than that, what I feel, हमारे traditions बहुत old set रह चुके हैं. However, time is changing now. I think women need to really understand that, okay, you were born to take care of everybody, but you are the most important person in
your life.
Because if you are fit mentally, emotionally, then only you can take care of others, right? It's good we are emotional. It's good that, we are there to take care of the family. But what about us? In this journey, we really forget to take care of our own self.
So true.
Yeah, so and which is very important. So these are the 3-4 lessons that I really want to impact, that, make sure that whatever happens, you're working on your financial independence. Because when you're financially independent, everything can be taken care of in those struggle times, right? True. And just live each day to the fullest. Don't think any dream is small or big. Do it full-heartedly, live it and give it your best. Do not compromise. Because जिनके लिए आप compromise कर रहे हो ना, उन्होंने कल आपको पूछना भी नहीं. That is the harsh reality of the world. And then you keep regretting, हमने इतना compromise किया. Nobody asked you to do it, right? So just live each day to the fullest. Like maybe just thank God that I have another day to, live up to my dreams. And then do it with full-heartedly, right?
Right. So more gratitude, more self-love, and more self-growth. So basically building yourself. That's the most important point. So amazing. That's good to know. And like abhi ke liye, I mean, that's what you told, that your plan to do it, like more leveling up and taking it to things further. And how about like, or kya generically, how is life and how things are around now? How do you feel the difference in your like 10 years back Harpreet and now Harpreet?
Honestly, when I look down, I think we all have been that way, where we have been really innocent, and where people have really used us from all corners. So I was very emotional, and I was always there to give it to people. But and I have no regrets to it. I'm very proud of myself, the way I've come out. But I think in life, how I have really changed is I've become much more stronger. Now I really know how people are. Like, initially when you 10 years down the lane, you were like, जैसे लोग होते थे, so used to think that they are this way, like if they're representing themselves with a lot of good words, then you're like, oh, they're so sweet, Now finally I can judge people. I know how people really are, and I don't expect anything. That's the best thing I've learned through this journey, because expectation is something that I've really, suffered in my journey, because I've done a lot for people. Expectations used to be normal, for me. So for me, I've really changed in terms of I'm much more stronger. And I like I always say, what I realize is that, people treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So when I go back to those times, I used to allow them to treat me like that. They used to think I'm dumb. They used to treat me like a piece of shit, like they used to just throw everything on me. And I would accept it, right? Because I would think, okay, it's all right, But now nobody can treat me like this. Because I believe in self-respect, and I believe that if you don't respect yourself, do not expect anyone to respect you in your life. So that's the new me, where nobody can, do anything wrong to me, because I'm not ready for it anymore. I believe in the right karma. I keep doing the good work. I expect nothing from anybody. I'm much more stronger in my life, where I'm ready to face anything and everything in my life. Now I'm not worried about my future, because I'm majorly focusing on what's in my present. I'm enjoying it to the fullest. Whatever may come, I'm ready for it, So
And
that's the bigger thing.
setting boundaries maybe majorly has helped you. Like, yeah, this is my, you don't come in this, and that's it.
Exactly.
Like,
You don't allow so many people to control your life. I think just minute it to like people who are really important to you.
important.
Yeah.
Huh?
So I've come down to just like, for me right now, my son and my husband is the most important person for me right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
There's
And
no end.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. And obviously, they are not controlling. They are just like a team
Yeah.
working
They are a family.
towards some goals, right?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
obviously they are giving you something, so you are understanding that they are not controlling. They are just helping
Absolutely.
you to grow. So yeah,
Yes.
that's how you water each other and you grow. So yeah,
Yes.
we are reaching towards the end. So any, though we have mostly talked about takeaways already, but yeah, any last notes for the listeners or anything you want to add as a part of like aapko lagta hai the person who's listening to us, maybe this can be helpful for them. So yeah, we can talk about that,
So I
and
think
then
majorly I've already discussed, what we should do as a person. But I'm going to emphasize on the same thing, that, whatever is in your life right now, you feel you're blessed in terms of you have a good husband, you have a good family, and you have a good financial support. But like I said, nothing is forever, right? So my only biggest takeaway is that, wherever you are right now, I wish you're blessed and you're happy, but be prepared for a future. And for that, make sure that you start preparing now. Work on making yourself financially independent, and trust me, I want to tell you all that we all have the capability. Don't think that, I'm not educated, or I've not worked for years, or I don't have confidence. I mean, look around, people are doing so much in their zone. You all are capable. Just believe in yourself. Just realize that, we are stronger. I mean, we just need to look at the history. Women are very strong. Yeah, it's just that the bringing up has not been, that way, where we've been told to adjust and to be a housewife, or to be a woman who has to take care of others. That's great, but what about yourself? So I will leave you with that question. Just think about it tonight. Think about this whole thought, that where are you in the whole picture? If you can't find yourself, there is a problem. So you are most important. Take care of yourself, pamper yourself, do what you love, create the life that you want in your life. Don't wait for anyone to do it for you. Why the expectation? Why somebody will do it? Why my husband will take me out? Why my husband will plan a trip? Why don't you do it? Why don't you do those things that you really want in your life?
so
Yeah.
true, so
So
true.
just keep working on it, and you will feel that life is beautiful. Life is absolutely beautiful. Challenges will be there. If
Yeah.
they are not there, या खट्टा मीठा नहीं होगा तो,
Hmm.
sugar हो जाएगा वाली बात है.
Yeah.
So खट्टा मीठा होना चाहिए. That's where you enjoy the sweetness also. So don't get worried about कोई problems है क्या है. छोटी छोटी problems हम handle कर सकते हैं. There's always a solution. Throughout my life, I've seen one thing, that there is always, always, always a solution. I've never seen a day where I've never found one. Just have the mindset of looking at the solution. Don't multiply your problems. Just look at the solution, and I'm telling you, you can find one always. God is always there for you.
So true. I mean, if we keep concentrating on problem, the problem ही दिखेगा. If we
Multiple.
concentrate on solution, then we'll find a solution. So,
Exactly.
बहुत amazing discussion. And on that note, I think we can take it towards the end. Thank you so much for being my guest, and thanks for like giving me your precious time. So, on that note, listeners, we can end it right here. Stay happy, stay blessed, and as I say, stay grateful. I'll see you another one. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.